Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news. It's Friday, and this week, Dana White tries the pumpkin chili. Here's the clip.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday here at UFC headquarters. Happy Halloween, everybody. In honor of Halloween, we are going to do the pumpkin chili. In a pot, combine cooked ground beef, chili seasoning, and 1 can of crushed tomatoes. Mix it up, add beef stock and pumpkin paste. Let it simmer for 30 minutes and serve it in a pumpkin with sour cream and cheddar cheese.
All right, here we go. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good.
It's awesome. It's chili. If you like chili, I guess you'll like it served out of a pumpkin. Winner.
Henry Cejudo said he believes Aljamain Sterling is scared to fight him. However, he believes the fight will go down eventually.
I don't think Aljamain Sterling is that type of fighter that's willing to fight. And I personally do know and think that Aljamain respects me too much. I think he respects me too much, and I think, if you watch him in the Ariel Helwani interview, he's like, oh, well, Cejudo, he does deserve to go up to 144 pounds because of his merit, because of his accomplishments, but I can't go up to 135 pounds and challenge for and reclaim my bout once again. I just think he's straight up scared, Brett.
So at the end of the day, you expect him to accept the fight, though? You expect to be seeing this guy in Perth?
I do, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I personally think he's the type of guy that wants to take a break, party it up, get fat, drink up all that Hennessy, and do all that, and he just wants to take a break. And I think that break that he wants to take it's not good for our division. You fought a dude who literally probably shouldn't have fought. I think there should be some repercussions for TJ Dillashaw. There's a lot of people that bet money on him, and I didn't bet, but I was telling people, bet on TJ, because if he's healthy, if he has 2 arms, then he could beat Aljamain. But that wasn't the case here.
Robert Whittaker has recently warned Colby Covington about a potential fight against Khamzat Chimaev. Here's what Whittaker had to say. Media-wise, I think it'll be a spectacle. Yeah, expect the full circus. And that'll be fun in itself. Those things, while I don't like prioritizing them in a sport, as a sportsman and as someone in the industry, for the UFC as a whole, having those characters, those personalities and things, it just brings eyes. It's just great for all the other athletes, within reason. Now, stylistically, fight-wise, I think that's a terrible fight for Colby. Terrible. Because you saw with Usman that anyone Colby can just relentlessly spam takedowns on, it becomes a kickboxing fight and a striking match, and I think Covington's great at what he does, but he's not a kickboxer. He's not a striker by trade. That doesn't come naturally to him. His pressure style and wrestling style is what comes naturally to him. Khamzat can counter-wrestle Colby. He's a big dude with long range and a lot of reach, and his striking is not ridiculously crazy, but it's put together at a high level. And he integrates that with the threat of his wrestling and grappling takedowns stupendously. So I think Khamzat for Colby is a bad matchup. I think that's due to the fact that it's more about the people he's fighting. Like, he's a smart guy and his fight IQ is very high. Regardless of how he portrays himself, he's a smart guy when he's in there. And so he knows who he can unload on and pull the trigger and who he cannot. I would back Khamzat for sure. I think it's a bad matchup for Colby. In a recent interview, Belal Muhammad has come out and said that he should be ranked higher than fellow welterweight competitors Colby Covington and Khamzat Chimaev. Here's the clip.
Looking at it, I'm the only guy in the division that are fighting ranked guys. Even if you're looking at Khamzat, all right, you beat Gilbert, but what other ranked guy have you fought? Your last fight, you missed weight by 9 pounds. So why are you still ranked above me? Why is Colby ranked above me? He hasn't beaten anybody but lightweights and guys on losing streaks. I just beat 2 top 5 guys, and I just beat this 15-year-old kid that was number 8 in the world. And then I beat Maya before that, who was number 9 in the world. And I had the same amount of ranked wins in the division as Usman, but he was a champion. So why am I still ranked number 4? I should be number 2, easily.
Petr Yan has let it be known that he's unhappy with the UFC following his loss against Sean O'Malley last week, and rumors have suggested he may leave the promotion. This has led to ONE Championship's heavyweight champion, Arjan Bhullar, to offer himself as a part of a trade, in which he would join the UFC, and in return Petr Yan could join ONE Championship. When asked by Aaron Bronstetter about the potential of the trade via Twitter, Arjan had this to say. Well, they could get 1.6 billion viewers with an Indian athlete coming over. Arjan then followed it up with, for the right deal, 100%, and I'd come over and win. Right the wrongs of Askren. Do what Chandler wasn't able to. And if 265 is still held up, and 205 is the quickest path to the top, so be it. In a recent video uploaded to his YouTube channel, Alexander Volkanovski talks about the possibility of becoming a champ. Here's the clip.
He's really emphasizing this shortness. I think that's my advantage. You know what I mean? Getting me to the ground is going to be hard, but getting back to my feet, so easy. These little limbs, these little short, stocky limbs, especially with all the training, and then now that I will work on building that little bit of muscle as well, man, I'm going to be a hard man. That lower center of gravity is going to be in full force. That's just who I am, right? Like, a lot of people are saying, I'm here seeing a lot of people like going, should I be, you know, risking that #1 pound for pound, moving up, not only against a heavier guy that's known for his strength, size, and power, grappling, wrestling, right? So they're going to think moving up, this would be the worst type of matchup you'd want. You're hearing a lot of people talk about that, but that's what gets me up right now. You know what I mean? Like, I need a new goal. You know what I mean? And that's double champ, you know, that's already there. And then this challenge of, you know, you heard me talking about it that whole time. Look how much it's firing me up. I needed this, man, I really did. And that's just the type of guy I am. A lot of people are like, you know, like, you know, you're taking a risk and they wouldn't do this, but that's why you're not in my position. That's why you're not who I am. That's why, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm destined for greatness because I'm going to put myself in these positions. I overcome these situations, and I know I will. You know, look at what position I am. I get double champ against someone like who's considered the new Khabib 2.0 or whatever, however they want to talk about it. I'll go out there and take them out. That's huge. In Australia, Perth, massive, and I know I can do it.
In a recent tweet, Jon Jones challenges Stipe to sign the contract for the proposed UFC 282 fight. I'm bringing all the heat, Stipe Miocic. I got that fire you could never put out. Sign the contract, UFC 282. In a recent video, Chael Sonnen had this to say about a fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Colby Covington.
According to the Underground, the kids on the Underground are saying that Colby Covington and Chimaev have agreed to a 5-round main event at UFC 285. Now, to put that in perspective for you, we just got done with 280. What do you guys think? Apparently, they've agreed to it, and it'll be a #1 contenders bout. I gotta throw that in. Chimaev and Colby are agreed to fight a 5-round main event on a pay-per-view, which means if they were to do that, there would not be a title fight that was in front of that. First off, this would be the main event. Do you think so? Secondly, that's gonna be a long time out for Colby, but that's also going to return Chimaev to 170 pounds, which seemed to be a little bit of a hot potato that was up in the air. I think that we would all agree that that fight would make sense and that that's the fight that we would like. And if that fight was to happen, it would be a #1 contenders bout. Like, everything seems to check some boxes here, and the mere fact that you have to wait until March for it, right? I mean, generally when there's a hustle or a scoop or a scam, it's coming in a week. So there's some pieces of this where I do believe it, where I do think there's some potential for that. I don't think you're going to get Colby back if you don't put #1 contender on top of it.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.